Hey, what's up, James? Ooh, excuse me. Alright. Okay, I think everything's set. So how was your day today, James? You go look at more houses, or what's the plan? Hey, what's up, Tiki? How many houses did you actually go look at that day? Hmm. I think he is done as well. Outside of the base, of course. Hmm? Oh, did I forget to? I guess I did. I brought them Wednesday to play. Didn't get the chance to play. I think he is done also. So I think all these guys are ready to get varnished. At least my Terminators are. So we'll do that. Alright. Man, I need to get a refill on this water. Then just evaporating. So how many people live with you, James? You don't have to name specifics, just a number. I guess I'm trying to figure out if you're trying to go to a big house because you have a big family, or, well, I know, I figured like maybe out in the countryside, kind of. Oh, So so 4 people total. So how many houses did you go see actually that day? Because I know one that you said that you like, but it's going to be a require a move. Was there other ones that may be going to the same school district? I mean, I'm sure you don't really know whether it goes to the same school district or not, but if it's relatively close by, then you can guess that it's going to the same school district. I don't know like how it works over there, you know. I guess I forgot to do the lights. Oopsie. I can do that after. Or should I say, do you have a second favorite house? I suppose maybe that's closer towards where you live. Looking pretty good. You can see that the gradation of the paint on their shoulders, their shin pads, I guess is what you call it, and a little bit of the power fist. Well, not so much. Oh, hey, I'm in the same boat as that man. The only thing you remember is just a good house. That must I mean, I'm guessing that house really stuck out then, you know? Considering. Oh, shoot. Man, I spent a lot of money just today. Not only on just myself, though, but on an investment, too. Oof. Hey, what's up, Adam? There's still a little bit of work on this guy that I gotta do. A few missing spots, but overall done. Can't remember if this guy had it too or not. Let's see. Nope. Oh, okay. I was like, am I missing a model? Hey, what's up, Victor? Oh man. And the one going Black Friday shopping. Let's see, Ness's price for Thanksgiving. Got sick with a cold. Otherwise, I'm doing okay. Ah, man, that's good. Is it because you ate at Thanksgiving, or is it before Thanksgiving? Or is it during Thanksgiving? Hopefully nothing was exploding, if you know what I mean. That definitely has a lot of work to do. Oh, that needs a gold. Huh. What'd you do the night before? You got Taco Bell or something? Yeah, was it Francois? Huh. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? Anyone that celebrated it, of course. I just stayed at home. I didn't find it. Think the best turkey ever. Oh, really? Was it dry? It wasn't dry? Did you cook it? Who cooked that? Come on, turkey. I know turkey be dry sometimes, but trying to find a way not to make turkey dry. That'd be great. Okay, they're all varnished up. Dang. Well, you know, you're lucky. Okay. So, that is done. kind of have to do their base now with snow. I'm going to use the quote-unquote good snow when they're dried up. I guess I need to pull up their image real quick so I can see what they look like. Try to copy their look. Jeez. Good lord. Hey man, whew, good lord. I still would like a piece of that, please. Jeez. I mean, you know, I watch some cooking shows on YouTube. Guga is one of them, and man, do a lot of experiments, and you know, butter tends to make things better. But yeah, I guess you kind of have to keep constantly injecting that turkey because it's such a dry meat. What is it looking at? Librarian and the apothecary in Gravis armor. Oh, there he is. Alright, there's that. Now, this librarian, I definitely want to make him look kind of cool. Just not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to have to go detail with a fine brush to go in there. This little tiny squiggles. I don't know if it's going to be too much work for that. If it will ever focus. There we go. All those little tiny squiggles. I'm probably going to do a white ink on those and try to paint the squares around it bluer. So the blue first. And then white those out and turn them light blue? Maybe? That's going to be a pain in the butt. This is going to be a project on its own. He'll be a bit less. All right. So let's get the blue real quick. And what do I have to do? I really don't have too much. I mean, I do have a lot to do, but I don't have any prep. I meant to spray paint my custom assault intercessors. Kind of custom anyway. And have them ready to paint. But I don't have them painted yet because it's so cold. And I tried spray painting with one can. It looked like it was running out of pressure and it just squirted. Didn't really spray on the model very well. So I have to kind of find a way to return that back and say there's a problem with it. There's not enough little aerosol in it, I guess is the right word. Huh. Trying to look around, what the heck do I have to do? I do have my heavy intercessors and Stern Guard veteran squad, but I don't feel like doing those. Strange. I might get into my Infinity models pretty soon. I don't know how much longer they delayed releasing these guys. I think this guy's fine. There's some spots I see. I need to paint the light, that's what I need to do. So I think the light, I did it on a green color. shit. He has no lights. Just painting over some hard to see areas, but I just notice it. White really does stick out if you don't spray paint black. That's the base. Alright, on to the captains, I believe. And the apothecary. Well, the apothecary's ready to go, it seems. I need to look at the shoulder pads real quick. So it's a pure white shoulder pad, and gold and red. I need to black it out then. And then a little carrying case needs to be black and gunmetal. Other side needs to be white. Yes. Helmet. Red. Okay, so I'll need red for sure. I need white and red for sure. Let's go ahead and get red out. Got two different reds. Jeez, that's very small. Well, it's the last thing that you really have to do. You know, everything else comes first. It may spring up at any time. Now, I didn't have these guys base for a long time. As a matter of fact, I've never really done any bases until recently, where I really wanted to. I won't say recently, but with my Beastmen, I really wanted them base in snow effect because I was going to create a little, like a little diorama for them as a, a way to present the army and as a way to transport them. So when you have like your army to display and show, I was going to create a diorama for them. Show off the army, show off the paint, and show off the diorama. And also use it as a way to transport them from game to game. I mean, mine, if I keep it just very simple, I can just grab a whole bunch of snow, throw it on an area, and then they all have snow bases, so it all matches up pretty well. But I think adding some ruined buildings and whatnot will make it a little bit better. Instead of it just being a snow area. He only has one purity seal, does he? Yeah, it looks like it. That's definitely a red. Snow is just very easy for me. It's a great start. And from there, you can, at least, from there on with new armies, you can try different things. What's a good start? In my Tau, I already have these things. A little, like, yeah, there you go. You can see that kind of little bushes. And this thing here. A little grass and whatnot. I want to make them in like kind of plains or perry field, um, prairie land type area, or rice lands and stuff like that. Because they are in fact Asian inspired for some odd reason. I'm gonna put them in rice fields. I think it'd be really cool looking. Got snow with Ultramarines because of, well, I forgot what Tyranid swarm attacked them. First company in the North Pole got decimated. So that's this army right here. We're ready to die. Ready to get decimated. Yeah, I mean, again, your base is going to be the last thing you do. So you have plenty of time to think about it. Get inspired by, watching different videos or seeing how other people base, Maybe even watching a TV show, Game of Thrones. Or, space punk. What's the right word for it? Cyberpunk, I would love to have, like, cyberpunk as streets for my Infinity. I gotta figure out how to do that. Because Infinity is a cyberpunk-esque type of game. Like, it takes place in that type of area. So having, like, neon street lights or neon something colorful on the ground as opposed to just being plain streets would be pretty cool. I just don't know how I'm going to do that yet. So I'm probably going to look up, like, see if anyone's ever done it. Like a neon-esque street. I think it would look pretty freaking cool. I guess it's kind of the saddest story is though is that like there are people who've been playing Infinity longer than I have in our shop, but I came out with a 3D printed army of Infinity, all fully 3D printed by the way, and fully painted, and no one else was in the in our shop area. Okay, so where else can I put little deep red? Probably nothing actually. I think he is done with that red. I don't know too much about Thousand Suns, but I'd pick up Ultramarines because I love Egyptian motif and dang, so it's a double win, huh? You like sorcerers and you like Egyptian? Well, there you go. So sand is going to be your thing, I guess. I will say it's a kind of a double whammy with sand, though, because when your guys die, well, guess what they turn into, kind of. At least the non major sorcerers ones. Oh God, I probably would do this if I got thousand suns. Right between his legs, a pile of sand. Guess what that is? Either himself or he pooped himself. I don't know which one. So yeah, a thousand suns. Only like the major sorcerers, like the captains, I'm guessing, and the leader of the squads, are actual, I think, flesh and bone. But all the other models that they are led by, the one that's getting led, are usually dust. I think back in the day, they had like they were kind of tough, but the problem was their movement was terrible. They only moved like a D6 movement or D something movement. I think it was D6. It was really slow, and it really hurt them a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what their win rate was at the time, but moving that slow kind of sucks. Time to try to fill in some of those blue spots now. But amazingly, they're doing pretty good in tournaments, at least with this edition. I don't know if they're still doing good after the third or fourth nerf, from what I heard. I don't play Thousand Suns, although I will say I wanted to because I don't know, I like them. And are you gonna be one of the Thousand Suns to say that Magnus did no wrong? Next time you go to a shop and you bring your Thousand Suns, you just say Magnus did no wrong. Oh, this is gonna be a. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen whenever you make that statement, man? All you're saying is that your Primarch did no wrong. Don't you want to say that about your Primarch? Man, I thought you were a Thousand Suns believer. All you have to say is Magnus did no wrong. He said my Primarch did no wrong. So essentially, I don't know if there's more to the story than what I know about that statement, but it's essentially I think Magnus was trying to warn the Emperor about the Chaos influence, or warn the Emperor about Horus. Well, I don't know if you want me to spoil it, but it's not really much. I think most people know about it, but it could still be a spoiler. I don't know if you care or not. But anyways, um, he ended up breaking something that the Emperor was trying to do, and he told everyone to not bother him while he's doing it. Absolutely mandatory that no one bothers him. Magnus was like, "What the hell is this?" and breaks it. And then the demons started rushing the throne room. And people can blame the Emperor a little bit on that one. The Emperor kept it hush hush from everyone, so no one knew anything about it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Big whoops. It's what caused a lot of things to happen to occur. Now I'm trying to remember. I think that was the cause and case for that. Was just the sheer fact that the emperor was working on a big secret project, and he said, "No one bother me, leave me alone." Magnus was trying to do good by warning his father about something, and then all of a sudden, whoopsie, he broke the barrier that the emperor created, I guess to keep the demons out while he was working on a secret project. And then I wasn't trying to spoil it. Yeah, the Webway project. It's a safe way for them to travel to places instead of having to go through hell all the time. And and whoopsie, yeah, there we go. All because the emperor didn't, say anything to their children. It's like, hey, look, I'm working on this project. Don't bug me. Don't try to do any magic stuff. I mean, it's not really a big secret Webway project. I mean, it never came to fruition anyway, so. But yeah, I can't remember exactly when the timeline. I don't know if that's when Horus all of a sudden turned on the Emperor and all the shenanigans went off, or what. I'm not exactly sure on that specifics of timeline. It was up Zachary. Gonna have to work on this one leg at a time. Who's my favorite Chaos Primarch? I mean, I don't know much about the one that I don't I don't like the Night Lord one. Corvus? Is it Corvus? He was a pansy. Not because of what he did, because of his ability and how he justified it. Um, I don't know much about Is it Portorabo or is it who's the other Conrad Kurz? That's right. Yes. Who's the other worksmith, warsmith, the one that essentially soloed the Horus Heresy? Good. I have terrible memory too. It's not Portorabo, I don't believe. It's God, I can't remember his name. Iron Hand. Is it Portorabo? Iron Hands? No, Iron, not Iron. Iron Warriors. Sorry, Iron Warriors. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Anyways, I don't know much about him. Although I heard he was just always mad because he got credit for nothing and kind of carried a lot of things. Outside of that, I don't know much about the dude. Yeah. That's kind of crazy considering. What else? I definitely don't care for Horace because he was also a pansy because he kind of if I didn't really read the story or anything for this one, but from the videos that I've watched, he kind of just, oh, you want me to turn to chaos? Okay, and didn't question it. I think he saw maybe the envisioned plan of the Emperor or something like that, and didn't like where it was going, so he decided to turn against him, I think. I'm just not sure on why Horace turned, but I know it seemed like he turned relatively easily. Like he didn't really question it, from what I was hearing. So then there's Mortarion. He was manipulated. Yeah, he was manipulated, but it didn't seem like Erebus really had to try hard. It's like he just said, "Hey, turn evil," and it's like, okay, that's from the gist that I've heard from YouTubers, but it wasn't very many YouTubers have really watched that. So Was that the case? Like he was easily manipulated? Because I know Horus was like either wounded or in a sleep or something, and Erebus made him dream about the Emperor conquering the worlds or whatever. But anyways, Horus didn't like him because he seemed like he turned super easy. Um, Mortarion, I mean, all these guys kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, I guess. Like Mortarion wanted, is it Mortarion? No, it was Angron. Anyways, I'm trying to remember Mortarion's story. Mortarion and Angron almost have like similar story in the sense that, or they're kind of jumbled up. Horus was on his deathbed, yeah, and his top guide a ritual under the supervision of Erebus. Mm. Damn, what put Horus into his deathbed? Kind of want to know that story now. Don't let me know, but I'll just say that I definitely gotta read or listen to that book. Mortarion joined us saviously. Yes, he but didn't he want to go kill um the higher ups, but the Emperor pulled him out because they were gonna die, or is that Angron? I can't remember what converted Mortarion into the dark side. I know he hated sorcerers. Ah, so it wasn't anything the Emperor did necessarily, right? It was just that he made a deal with the devil, or Papa Nurgle, as they say. So I'll say, in terms of the tabletop models, though, Angron looking good. You know, that ability to come back, that's crazy. I like that. Morty actually looks really cool too. I mean, freaking Magnus looks awesome too. Jesus, all the bad boys look good. I like the ability of Angron. Um, I hear Morty's actually super powerful, and I believe he's like the most expensive Primarch. So, if you're talking about tabletop, I like Angron. If you're talking about like who I originally like, I guess I like originally I liked what do you call it? Horn nipple guy. The winged dude. Why did I forget his name? I don't really like the world bearers. What's his name? He came to realization a little too late that, Gilliman didn't do that because he hated them. No, no, no. Magnus, the horn nipple. Originally, I mean, I like the model. It looks really cool. I like Angron in terms of tabletop because I just like the fact that he can keep coming back. And boy, when he comes back, it's like, oh my God, not him again. Logar, yes. Logar got crushed by a Titan, and Angron had to save him. Whew. Guard 30K models is dope. I haven't seen that one. I'll say I like my favorite Primarch on the good side is Gilliman. Strangely enough, Gilliman and me are somewhat the same. How we approach things and stuff. And I don't know how I floated to Ultramarines. I just like the color originally. But ironically enough, the Ultramarines and me are kind of a match in terms of how we approach things. Let's see. Let's see. Let me look at Logar's. Let's see how that left leg looking now. Oh yeah, look at that left. Oop, that left leg looking pretty good. Or right leg actually. I like that. And then the left leg also looking decently good back there. Kind of hard to see without getting light in the. All right, let's look at 30K. Traitor Legions. Ooh, Cult Mechanicum. Forces of the Emperor. Armies of War Masters. Okay, let's see. Word Bearers. He does look pretty badass. Look more badass than freaking the Ultramarines guy. Horus Heresy. Let me look at Loyal Space Marines, Ultramarines. Oh, it's terrible. Let's see. I like Alferis, leader of the Alpha Legion. Here's a real question: Alferis Omega, traitor or loyalist? Even I got that one. Okay, I see what you're saying. Hold on, let me see. Let me take a look at Alferis. If they even have it, actually. They're both, apparently. I don't know which one died, though. Obviously, they're gonna just keep doing that shenanigans. Are they considered traitor? Alpha Legion's considered traitor right here. Oh, that actually looks really cool. Alferis. Oh, it's Alferis. Uh-oh. Or maybe are they confirming that Omegon is dead? The funniest thing would be if they said Alferis / Omegon, Primarch of the Alpha Legion. Then they're really screwing with you. Let's see. Yeah, Loyalist Legion doesn't have what you call it, the Alpha Legion. I think that's a missed opportunity from GW to label the Alferis as Alferis / Omegon. So you don't know who it actually is, but it looks like they're confirming Omegon's dead. I think they say in the books Omegon died, but even then some people are saying, no, that's probably Alferis. Yes, exactly. But it seems like it's kind of confirmed that the Alpha Legion is, in fact, traitor. But it might be like one of those things where like a 25% of the Legion was still loyalist, kind of like in the Horus Heresy when not all the word bearers are, traitors. There's actually one that really wants to kill his Primarch because of what the Primarch chose to do. And same thing with, all the other traitor legions to kill the loyalist parts of their legion. But with the Alpha Legion, being all questionable for everything, who knows who's loyal and not? What's the contention between Alpha Legion's loyalists have the... I'd assume the loyalists will help the loyal side, and the heretics will help the heresy side, the non-loyalist sides. But since they're Alpha Legion, you don't know that they're traitors or alliance, just because they're Alpha Legions. And I'm sure within even their own legion, they don't know who is loyal and not, I'm sure. It's all that confusion that GW wants to do. Well, sorry, man. Y'all's names are like running into each other in terms of the greens. The F and the A are very similar. But Alpha Legion is a legion that is supposed to be infiltrators. Their Primarch is the same size as the Space Marines. So, and everyone in the Alpha Legion says that they're Alpharis. So you don't know who really Alpharis really is because they look like they're Space Marines. Space Marines look like they're Primarch. And they don't know if Alpha Legion is really traitor or loyalist because that's what they're supposed to do. They infiltrate and they're deceptive and everything. So, so you can literally be an Alpha Legion and be a loyalist. And I'll say if you look up like some amazing painting by people who painted Alpha Legion, they have it to where I can't see the. Let's see. They have it to where like half the model is like Ultramarines and the other half is like green Alpha. So you see it like transforming into either Alpha Legion or to Ultramarines. The only one who can tell the difference, Stamper. I mean, maybe, I guess. He did create them after all. So, yeah. I mean, I don't have all the Horus Heresy books. I mean, I only care about the one with Gilliman's in it. Although, I hear there's a book that's coming out pretty soon. It's for the recent lore. Um, where hopefully we get to see Gilliman and the lion meet. And see what that interaction is going to be like, you know? Because the last time the lion and Gilliman met, I mean, you know, it wasn't exactly in the best terms, but you know, things had to happen. You know, lion wanting to nuke his planet, Gilliman's planet with his mother on it, from what I heard. I'll say it was very interesting to see the lion very vulnerable at one point with Gilliman at one meeting when what's his name, Conrad Kurz ejected the assault marines from the battle cruiser and drop podded into the town. They were about to get completely and utterly obliterated. When did? Oh, what do you mean? Like, what did they do to him? I've heard that the lion in the current lore is very chill now, like it's matured. I don't know if he ever did. He ever really, when did he abandon his sons back in the Heresy? I Unremembered Empire was one of the last books in Horus Heresy that I had an audiobook on, and I listened to it. And he was really at that moment, whenever towards the end of the book, is when I noticed that he seemed very vulnerable because his entire legion was about to get decimated by the Ultramarines. Only because the planetary defenses was up, the shield was up, so that the drop pods would end up crashing onto the shield, completely killing. I'm assuming completely killing everyone. The guns and the shield would just decimate the army because they have no way of getting in. And you saw the lion saying, "Please take down the shield. I swear to you that it's not an assault. Something has gone wrong." And the thing I kind of was kind of weird to me was the fact that, Gilliman trusted the lion at that moment, but yet even then, after all of that, the lion still did not trust Gilliman. It's kind of a little bit much, in my opinion. I mean, I know that's the way kind of the lion is meant to be, but I guess it's just very, very odd. You think there'd be some trust built at that point, because clearly he trusts, I assume, his legion, so therefore he should be able to trust, you know, some of his brothers at the very least. Especially after proving, like, Gilliman was willing to let his city be destroyed should that be an actual assault from the lion. Because he let down the city's defenses. I haven't really read the more recent books or audiobooks of the Lion and stuff, so I'm not sure how he really is. Although from what people have said, he seems like he is very chill now and willing for redemption. I don't know how long that will last per se. Is he like that towards other people? It seems like it's like that for even the Fallen, though. Looks like it's more of a forgiving kind of Primarch now. But who knows for sure? Because I mean, the Fallen aren't really traitor Dark Angels. They're just labeled traitors, I believe. I don't know for what reason, but it's clearly they were loyal. At least from the few interactions from the Fallen that the Lion met up with, they were loyal, loyal Dark Angels, but no one believed them. I do remember something about that. He sent his father along with them, right? As to make sure everything was going good. But the father kind of took that as like an insult or something, like a mistrust, when in reality it wasn't that, if I remember correctly. That's what it was. Did the father and all that, were they turned, or did they actually go to the evil side, or did they just essentially got offended and just said, you know what, I can do a better job than you? Whew. Looking pretty good with a darker, kind of like a before. Okay, you know what? It doesn't want to focus. It's kind of like a before with a shoulder pad right there, and kind of an after. Well, I guess the leg would be a little bit better. Oh, not showing up as dark. Just maybe I need to darken that one shade area a little bit more. But pretty nice. They're popping out a little bit. All right, actually, I gotta call it right here. All right. Anyways, let's see. I discovered a great beast. We're returning due to the chaos sources of cultists. Yes. Isn't that the reason why he's kind of sent his father back there too? Was to handle all that stuff. Ah. Hmm. I thought he did. I thought that's the reason why they sent him back to handle that. To handle that. And I guess I thought his father was like, why you're sending me back there with your great generals when you can send essentially the weaker guys to handle that? They're not that strong. But you're sending us back there to handle something mediocre. Do you not trust us, or do you not think we're strong? I thought that was the reason why he did that too. Now that I remember. Hmm. because he actually trusted his father to handle it, but because the lion is so secretive and doesn't like to talk very much, that his father took offense to that instead. Huh. I thought it was being punished for something, but in fact wasn't. Said a lot there. Huh. Hmm. I definitely probably should listen to what people have to say about that lore, just so I don't have to buy the book. I'm just kind of curious, I guess, to kind of hear the whole story. But how did the Council in IKEA make the world unsalvageable? I mean, that's kind of weird. But I do have to call it right here. Save it for next time. Alright, if you like my content, try to stream over there on 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to stream for at least an hour to paint my stuff. I'm getting pretty close, but then I got more models to have to paint because I like to play different stuff. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up the stand down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.